Welcome back to my dark corner of this sick world.
I'm sorry, there are no visitors.
We're reviewing War of the Gargantuas.
I was afraid that was the case.
The film opens with a ship attacked by a giant octopus. And then saved by a far stranger creature. Their reprieve, however, is short-lived. It's a good opening, but I struggle to take it seriously for some reason.
We were sunk by a hairy green giant.
Ho, ho, ho.
Green giant! This being Japan, there are of course experts on the subject.
Didn't you have a species of giant? That was 5 years ago.
Russ Tamblyn plays a scientist who enjoys mountaineering in a lounge suit.
Hey, wait a minute. Let me catch my breath.
And has prior experience with the Gargantua.
A mountain guide brought him in, but he escaped the following year.
Could this be the same monster?
It's possible.
All we know about this one is it must be a music lover.
The words get stuck in my throat.
But Tamblyn's Gargantua was no killer.
He was so gentle when he was treated kindly.
And while the first one is giving some fishermen a shock,
Hey, look at that!
in the mountains,
A photo of the big footprint found by the college student. He's seen in the ocean, then the mountains. How could such a huge monster move around so fast?
so...
Maybe this gargantua isn't our gargantua.
Which seems obvious, and yet no one believes it until...
Hey, look! Another one!
Why are they so different?
In the Bible, there is the story of Cain, who murdered his brother Abel.
Very scientific.
What do you mean?
Now, I like the brown Gargantua, which is kind and gentle.
Look, in all the time that we had him here, he seemed more gentle than most human beings.
And I also like the green Gargantua, which kicks ass. But which one is better? There's only one way to find out. Fight! Or just whack him with a tree. This consumes most of the rest of the movie, as the army try to track them down. Given the country's ongoing problems with giant monsters, you'd think the Japanese army would be better at this, and would know better than to just throw toy tanks at the problem. Fortunately, they are saved a lot of trouble as the Gargantua just swim into a volcano.
The volcano. It's apparently the end of both.
Now, the Gargantua look good. The miniatures are exceptional. And it's nice to see a monster that genuinely gets hurt for a change. The problem is, I don't really care who wins.
What?
I'm told how nice the brown one was when he was little.
I think that it was I who knew our gargantua the best.
But I wasn't there, and he only shows up halfway through. The movie acts as if I should have an emotional attachment that I just don't have.
I just don't understand it.
In the Japanese version, the monsters are called Frankensteins rather than Gargantuas, something you can occasionally spot in the dubbing.
Gargantua?
And the movie is a sequel to Frankenstein Conquers the World.
I don't think they can ever kill him, though.
But in the English language version, references to that were cut, turning it into a standalone movie.
Don't say that.
That said, the young Gargantuas, or Frankensteins, or whatever,
Are you listening?
don't actually feature in Frankenstein Conquers the World, so I'm not sure that solves the problem.
I certainly agree.
To sum up, I don't feel like I fully understood this film.
It's still a mystery.
This could be because, A, I watched the US dub,
We'll just have to use the old noggin, huh?
B, there's more than one US dub and I watched the wrong one,
Do you suppose there could be two?
C, the original wasn't that great to start with,
Your theories have not been substantiated.
or D, It's a great example of two monsters wailing on each other, and I should just get my head out of my ass.
We have no answers for you right now. We're in the process of investigating.
War of the Gargantuas kind of has a prequel, kind of doesn't, not sure if it really helps. For what films would you like to see a prequel that would maybe improve the existing movie? Stick your suggestions in the comments below, after you've subscribed, of course.
Don't just sit